This is the War Brief Daily from May 10th, 2026, covering the Russia-Ukraine theater. 3 confirmed developments tonight. First, Russia's Victory Day ceasefire collapsed, with both sides reporting massive violations across every axis. Second, Ukraine struck 2 of Russia's largest oil refineries, one of them 700 kilometers inside Russian territory. And third, 13 Russian airports were forced to shut down simultaneously. We also have emerging OSINT. Let's get into it. First, the ceasefire in name only. Russia declared a unilateral pause from May 8th through May 10th, timed to its Victory Day parade in Moscow. It did not hold. President Zelensky stated publicly that Russia violated Ukraine's proposed ceasefire 1,820 times within hours. By the morning of May 9, Ukraine had logged over 140 attacks on frontline positions, 10 ground assaults, and more than 850 drone strikes. Russia's defense ministry claims its air defenses downed 264 Ukrainian drones in a single night. Al Jazeera, the Kyiv Independent, Anadolu Agency, and ISW all confirm violations across both sides. Russia had explicitly threatened a large-scale missile strike on Kyiv if its ceasefire was disrupted. As of May 9, that strike has not materialized, but the threat remains active. Second, Ukraine hits deep inside Russia. This is confirmed. Overnight, long-range Ukrainian drones struck the Slavneft refinery in Yaroslavl, one of Russia's largest petroleum facilities, approximately 700 kilometers inside Russian territory. Ukraine's security service confirmed the strike and publicly described it as a long-range sanction. Kyiv's deliberate framing that positions energy strikes as economic warfare rather than military escalation. Separately, the Kyryshchi oil refinery in Russia's Leningrad Oblast also halted production after a drone attack, with drones traveling over 900 kilometers to reach it. Primary refining units were damaged. Both strikes are confirmed across multiple defense outlets, including Militarny and Reuters. Ukraine is now sustaining coordinated multi-facility deep strikes targeting the energy revenue that funds Russian weapons production. Third, 13 Russian airports shut down, confirmed by Russia's own transport ministry. On May 9th, 13 airports across southern Russia suspended operations due to Ukrainian drone attacks. In a notable confirmed hit, drones struck the administrative building of the Southern Russia Air Navigation Branch in Rostov-on-Don, the command layer managing air traffic across the entire southern region. No casualties were reported, but operations were suspended. Rostov is a critical military logistics hub. This strike targeted coordination infrastructure, not just runways. Now to what's still emerging. Treat these with caution. ISW reports Ukraine's 1st Azov National Guard Corps struck targets near occupied Mariupol, roughly 105 kilometers from the front line. OSINT footage reportedly shows Ukrainian drones reaching Cheboksary, east of Moscow. This is single source and unconfirmed. A Ukrainian counterattack near Stepnohirsk in Zaporizhia appears credible, but lacks visual confirmation at this stage. Here's what to watch over the next 24 to 48 hours. The critical open question is this: does Russia follow through on its explicit threat of an inevitable retaliatory strike against Kyiv? Foreign missions were warned to evacuate personnel. That window is not closed. Also watch for satellite imagery confirming damage at Yaroslavl and Kyryshchi, any follow-on Ukrainian deep strikes, and frontline developments in the Zaporizhia and Lyman directions. Those are your confirmed updates for May 10, 2026. That's your War Brief Daily.